At 2 a.m., the White House was silent, except for the hum of the latest AI-driven security system installed just weeks earlier by a restless Elon Musk. The system, at the cutting edge of machine learning, scoured its vast library of threat data, designed to keep America's executive mansion one step ahead. Yet, as a 9-foot gleaming silver orb glided onto the dewy south lawn, it classified the event with clinical detachment. An anomaly detected. No hostile intent. Appears structurally similar to a large beach ball. As the AI's report pinged in an endless queue for review, a single board security officer, half watching old sitcom reruns instead of monitoring, dismissed it. America awoke to breaking news. The first sunlight of a new day, reflecting blinding white off a mysterious orb. The network scrambling jets overhead, talking heads spinning theories from deepfakes to lunar pranks gone wrong. But nothing compared to the moment every camera caught the hatch sliding open. What stepped out of the orb would captivate the world. Kiana, the Midolian temptress, an ambassador from the planet Midol, wrapped in a dazzling, color-morphing silk dress, undulating with red, blue, and green. Hues impossible by Earth's physics, flickering with moods that baffled optical senses. She paused atop the glowing gangplank, tilted her head, and declared with certainty,
"Take me to your leader."
the words, prepped from midnight studies of Earth's ancient television archives, broadcast to the cosmic listening post, the DSMB, Dark Side Moon Base. She had learned in the age of spectacle, the classics never went out of style. To say Donald Trump, in his improbable but documented second presidency, was prepared for this scenario would be a stretch. But if anyone relished unpredictability, it was Trump. What he did not expect was Kiana's effect on everyone in the West Wing. A presence both mesmerizing and dangerous. A negotiation opponent quite literally impossible to anticipate. Because on Midol, technology is personality, and personality is weapon. Their cities, spires floating in turquoise skies, anchored by magnetic fields, humming with encoded song, are alive with shifting color, architecture, and biology blended into a seamless tapestry, each building a living expression of communal will. The Midolian psyche is fluid. So are their bodies. All Midolians, but especially a shapeshifter like Kiana, can become what their opponent most desires or most fears, with a single, involuntary flicker of thought. From the first moment Kiana entered the Oval Office, the negotiations began, not just with words, but with subtle transformations, her face cycling through familiar visages, historic diplomats, beloved friends, even for a moment, a chilling morph into Melania herself. Not a true copy, but a memory's echo, both alluring and unsettling. For Trump, a master of human tells, this posed an unsolvable problem. How do you negotiate with someone who can read your very pulse, mirror not only your body language, but your deepest instincts? For Kiana, shapeshifting was not a trick, but a strategy. Tools for empathic persuasion and, when required, devastating psychological warfare. The first rounds of talks played out on live feeds. Kiana discussed technology.
On Midol, our computational networks are woven into the biosphere. Our orbiting satellites are also living minds, guiding weather, healing, or, if necessary, defending. Every Midolian learns from hatching to tune technology by voice and gesture. We do not build machines. We grow them, negotiate with them, care for them as kin.
Her proposals dazzled the cabinet. Energy matrices capable of turning heat into clean power, medical pods that healed flesh and bone overnight, fusion batteries the size of a thumbnail. But Kiana's offers always demanded a price. full partnership, full access, full trust. Meanwhile, the subterfuge began. Out beyond the press conferences, secret messages bounced from the Oval Orb straight to Melania's private residence. She, too, hailed from Midol, sent decades earlier as insurance. Her own shape-shifting powers camouflaged in the world of designer fashion and protocol. The narrative inside the White House twisted. Who was playing whom, and to what end? Midolian negotiations are famously treacherous, sabotage and betrayal woven into the dance. Midolians change form, but also mood, truth, and allegiance as naturally as breathing. In a single conversation, old deals could dissolve, new bargains emerge, promises and threats indistinguishable. At any moment, as Kiana's dress flared deep crimson, the color of risk, no one could know if she was extending a hand or preparing a coup. Trump's one advantage, his unpredictability, became his liability, for there is no dominance in the face of infinite adaptation. The deal of the Melania shifted into the deal of the Melania as loyalties turned within the household and the press breathlessly chronicled every wink and wardrobe change. In the end, it was ego, not ideology, that sparked chaos. Midolian shapeshifters, as it turns out, hate to lose face almost as much as American presidents do. And so, the world watched, breathless, as the gleaming orb powered up once again. There were promises of technology and threats of consequences, betrayals and alliances braided together in the most public negotiation in human history. But one truth remained. When your opponent can change not only their face, but the very rules of engagement, the outcome may never be more than momentarily decided, until the next shimmer of silk, the next flicker of mood, the next opening of the hatch on a new day.